Hi, I'm Caitlin Kestheimer. I'm an IPM agent here in Lubbock and Crosby counties, and today I am with Pat Porter, Extension Entomologist here in Lubbock on the Southern High Plains, and also with Ed Bynum, Extension Entomologist up in Amarillo in the Northern Panhandle, and also Blaine Reed, IPM agent in Hale, Swisher, and Floyd counties. And today we're going to talk about sugarcane aphid management in 2017.
So one of the things we're going to look at is review history and looking at 2016. First, the sugarcane aphid was an invasive species. We weren't sure where it would live and survive, so we set up our overwintering studies. We had 9 that stretched all the way from Dalhart down to the San Angelo area. These cages were predator exclusion cages put out on Johnson grass after they'd been infested with the sugarcane aphid to see if they would survive or not.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and in my particular area up in the Panhandle, I had 2 cages, one in Dalhart and one in Bushland. And after checking the cages in May, and we didn't see any evidence and didn't find any other sugarcane aphids in my cages. But when you went further south in the Lubbock area and the Plainview area, you guys found them.
They did successfully overwinter in our cage in Hale Center, and then we found some wild in Swisher County shortly after Caitlin, and I believe found some in Lubbock County.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we started finding them on Johnson grass in early May, and we expected them to move to sorghum shortly thereafter, but we actually didn't find them for several months. We started looking in sorghum everywhere we could, but they started showing up in probably around the Cap Rock at northeastern Crosby County in July, which was a lot later than we anticipated. And so we're assuming that they were killed off by high numbers of beneficials that we had seen all season. Ladybugs, lacewings that had moved over from winter wheat where they had been feeding on good numbers of Russian wheat aphid and other aphid species.
And then whenever they migrated on up further north, and we didn't get them up in the Panhandle until towards the end of the middle of August and into September.
Right.
So essentially, we have 2 years of data in a row, 2015 and 2016, that says they overwinter at least as far north as Hale Center, probably up as far north as Tulia, and probably they'll overwinter again this winter and be present in the places in 2017. So part of the question is how many aphids we have in wheat to serve as early season food hosts for the beneficial insects, so they're present to go ahead and knock off the sugarcane aphid populations that get on Johnson grass in low numbers early in the season.
That's right. I think that's kind of a cyclical thing. Where the beneficials were in the sorghum feeding on them going into the freeze last year and in high numbers, and if there's enough to keep them through the winter, will they help us out again? But the overwintering so far seems like it's a moot point, and we're really looking at the immigrant sugarcane aphids that come in July or August. That's going to be our pest that we have to deal with on the high plains, which they seem to arrive already in overdrive.
But we'll be watching in April and May. We'll be checking Johnson grass, and we'll post notices if we find aphids.
Yep.